Putin has been accused of owning a 50% stake in the firearms manufacturer Vor. One of Putin's boyhood buddies was a co-owner and co-founder of another oil company. That might not seem significant to some. It's true that he has wealthy acquaintances and that he's been pictured in multi-million-dollar mansions. But even if Putin or the government did approve of corruption, that wouldn't show anything. Right. An ex-Russian spy named Alexander Litvinenko was poisoned in the UK in 2006. His death was officially ruled a murder, with the official report concluding that he was murdered by poison administered by the Russian government after interviewing Russian officials. Litvinenko blamed Putin for his assassination on his deathbed, criticizing him as a crude and cruel individual. This seems like a movie plot, doesn't it? However, it occurred in the real world this time, and the information it provides is simply a glimpse into what may be happening offstage. The administration Vladimir Putin works for has been found poisoning civilians and censoring their media, and he has pals with connections and friends with intricate whams of offshore money accounts. Isn't there a vague resemblance to anything you've heard before? Putin has also reportedly been photographed at some of the lavish mansions that are widely believed to be in his possession. He was seen wearing $700,000 worth of luxury timepieces, including a Padfield perpetual calendar watch worth over $140,000, and spending days on his multi-million-dollar yacht. Now, the watch sure is lovely. He wears $6,000 outfits to meetings and a $3,200 silk and cashmere gym suit, according to a recent photo of him in action. That being said, he definitely has good taste. You can probably draw your own conclusions about the Russian president's riches after you add all that together. As for me, $1 billion, a fleet of private planes, and a collection of expensive timepieces would be out of the question. Though I'm only making $113,000 a year, I'd really appreciate your feedback. Can you tell me what you think? Do you believe Putin's estimated value of billions of dollars is accurate, or do you think it's inflated? What do you make of the whispers going around? Do you have any thoughts on this? Just drop a line in the discussion thread and let me know. You're welcome for viewing. Please subscribe to our channel and like the video if you found it entertaining. Does that make Vladimir Putin the wealthiest person on the planet? Current US President and former reality show star Donald Trump is projected to be worth $3.1 billion, making him the wealthiest president in US history. There are many international leaders and presidents who are wealthy beyond imagination, but one in particular stands out. His history is even more unique than Trump's. He was a trusted KGB operative. He's a judo black belt who's been spotted throwing down with bass. There are estimates that Vladimir Putin is worth $200 billion, making him the richest person in the world. The crucial word, since nobody knows for sure how much money Putin actually has. Putin's fortune is mysterious. Many believe he amassed it through dishonest dealings with government agencies, misuse of public funds, and a complex system of offshore bank accounts. Today, we'll examine the speculation, the evidence, and the predictions surrounding Putin. Yes, please do ask. Vladimir Putin, the world's richest man, is the one to whom all other questions must be directed. After becoming Russia's prime minister in 1999, Putin went on to become the country's president. While his work to improve Russia's economy has been widely praised, the political actions of the country as a whole have been troubled by controversy due to the lack of free elections, press freedom, and the frequent imprisonment of political opponents. Did I forget to mention that 2 people have accused Putin of poisoning them? That is something we will discuss in the future. Worldwide, few people hold the view that Russia is a functioning democracy. People's belief that Putin has billions of cash is largely attributable to this kind of political corruption. During his term as president, Putin has been subject to annual income disclosure. In 2018, he claimed to make roughly $100,000 a year and to have a total of $243,000. Other from Soviet-era automobiles and an off-road truck. He claimed to own little more than an 800-square-foot apartment. Yet there's evidence to suggest he's got a lot more than an 800-square-foot apartment's worth of possessions. There are 58 private jets associated with him, including one with a $60,000 gold toilet. A gold toilet on your private plane that costs a quarter of your fortune seems excessive. Irksome, if you ask me. Putin overpaid, and I say that as someone who has used more than one gold toilet in their time. In addition to the $1 billion property, Rumors have circulated that he owns a $1.2 billion boat and 15 other properties. There are 3 helipads, a church, and a theater in the mansion. Many additional dwellings can be found in various locations in Russia, and these contain bowling alleys, hot pools with gold tiles, and massive theaters, and are widely believed to be Putin's. What exactly do I mean when I say that we are linked? It's safe to assume that one of Putin's closest associates has used offshore accounts to buy a piece of real estate. There is a deeper connection in the instance of Putin's $1 billion mansion, Nick, Putin's palace. A number of Putin's close pals gave money to improve Russian hospitals before the residence was completed. The funds were put to good use by buying supplies from more of Putin's pals who had been generously supported by the public. They were given a substantial discount, and the money they saved was sent somewhere under the radar, in aid of Putin's palace being built. Several authorities who oversaw the house's construction have confirmed this. Most of Putin's fortune may be traced back to him through such personal and professional connections. The Panama Papers revealed that 3 of Putin's closest supporters had offshore assets worth between a total of 2 billion. Employees at many of Russia's largest enterprises have revealed that Putin has major shares in them through his business partners. These companies generate a combined $112 billion in revenue annually.